Hello and welcome to Pennyhill Junction and episode 8 of the Meet the Fleet series. In this episode I share with you two models, which are brand new releases from Dapol. The first model is product number 4D-022-008, and that's the Class 68, running number 68003, named Astute in Direct Rail Services Compass livery. And also 4D-022-010, again a Class 68, running number 68008, which is named Avenger, again in Direct Rail Services Compass livery.
So here they are, Dapol's latest release of Class 68's. And we have product number 4D-022-008, which is running number 68003, Astute in the DRS Compass livery. And we also have 4D-022-010, which is running number 68008, Avenger, again in the DRS Compass livery. Now, when these items arrived in the post this morning, my first concern was this box here, which appeared to have taken quite a bash in one corner, but after initial inspection inside, the loco appears to be in good condition. So there is, which you'll see soon, very high quality packaging with inside the box. So the loco itself appears to have escaped without any serious damage, or any damage at all for that matter. Now, this is my first ever purchase of a Dapol model. I know that the 68's were released earlier in the year, and this is Dapol's second offering of the 68's. So I know there was a number of issues with the first batch of 68's, particularly with the DRS Compass livery. There were some issues there. I know that some others complained of some of the detailing being loose or being broken away. So fingers crossed, Dapol have rectified those issues, and I'll say very soon we'll take a closer look at these two particular models and just to see how they look. So I'm not going to go through the process of unboxing both models, so I'm just going to unbox this particular model, which is 68003, or running number 68003. One of the first things I noticed, as I say, this is my first purchase of a Dapol model, is unlike Hornby and Bachmann, where it has descriptions or history of the particular loco, see on the back of the Dapol, it's completely clear. Now I'll take a closer look at some of these leaflets which are enclosed, which perhaps provides a bit more information about the Class 68 and its relatively short history. So I've taken out all the leaflets that come with this particular model, and we have a DCC guide. As you can see, this is a 21 pin DCC ready loco. Also have the owner's guide to give you some information on running in for first use, fitting accessories, see how to remove the body in preparation for installation of the 21 pin DCC decoder, and also some information on your 24 month warranty repair. but there appears to be no information on the actual loco itself and its history. So no, nothing I can see on the top or the underside of the box. It's a little bit disappointing, but at the end of the day, there's always Wikipedia if I'm really desperate to find out more about the Class 68. Okay, so with the lid removed and the paperwork taken out, we start with a first layer of foam padding on the top. And you can see, similar to Bachmann and Hornby, we have the ice box, but with Dapol, I say it's protected by a foam outer padding, and also within the ice box container itself, you can see there's additional polystyrene protection at each end and also top and bottom. So very well packaged. As I say, I think that's part of the reason why, despite quite a nasty bump on the edge of that box, the loco inside came away unscathed. So now with the polystyrene removed, as well as the outer sleeve, that just leaves the icebox container. And as you can see with this model, similar to most models now from both Bachmann and Hornby, plus other manufacturers, you have a fairly comprehensive detailing pack. And we also have the addition of the nameplate there to go on each side of the loco. So with the loco now out of the box, I just want to show you one thing which is also a first for me, and that's with these models there's a sort of protective piece of plastic which just sits on the underside of each of the bogies, I guess to keep the bogie set in place during transportation. Okay, so the next step for me now is to install the 21-pin decoders in each of these new locos. But before I do that, the first thing that I've noticed on the owner's guide here is instructions around running in and first use. Now Dapol here, they actually specify that no special running in or initial lubrication is required, as our new generation locomotives have been designed with care to offer many years of service with minimal maintenance. So that's obviously not something that you see with the Hornby and or certainly the Hornby and Bachmann locos that I've purchased so far. They've all suggested around 30 minutes of running in both directions before the loco is brought into use, fully into use, and a load attached. But next step, as I said, is removing the body to install a 21-pin decoder. So according to the instructions here, there are clips in 4 locations, which I'll attempt to follow now and remove the shell. Okay, so the cover is now off and came off with relative ease. So no screws required. There's just four clips, which you can't really see on the shell itself. But they did come off, I'd say very easy, no excessive force required. So before I fit the decoder, I just wanted to read through the instructions and understand a bit more about these 5 switches which are on the PCB here. So you can see there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you come over to the instructions, Looks like these switches are in relation to some of the operating functions, various lights, etc. So after taking a moment to read through the instructions, I now have an understanding of the switch and their functions. So switches 1 and 2, you can see here, is number 1 and number 2 end cab light control. These are both in position 1, which are on when leading. Switch 3, this switch is used to turn off the lighting at number 2 end when using DC or a 2-function DCC decoder. I'm installing a 4-function DCC decoder, so I'm going to keep that switch on. And switches 4 and 5, it's 4 and 5 there, they are the end push-pull lighting control. So for the time being, I'm going to keep all the switches as default, and if at some point in the future I want to make some changes, then I'll do so. So next thing I'm going to do is just remove the blanking plate and then install the 4-function 21-pin decoder. Okay, so with the blanking plate now removed and the decoder installed, I'm now going to place the body shell back on the loco chassis and get this one onto the programming track and get it tested and running on the layout. With both locos now chipped and programmed, it's time to send them on their way for their first run around Pennyhill Junction. Okay, so now that I've tested both locos on the main layout and no issues to report, I'm now going to configure the loco so that you can run double-headed. One of the reasons for purchasing 2 of the DRS Class 68's is I want to replicate the sort of nuclear flask movements that you see quite common on the railways. Now, many of you are aware that I use the Hornby Elite. Yeah, it's not the most advanced of DCC controllers, but it certainly does everything that I need it to do on my layout, which I say is certainly not too complex. And considering I'm still very much a beginner to DCC control, this Hornby Elite just does the job that I want it to do. Now, I've never attempted to program the double header on my Elite yet, so this is going to be my very first attempt, so hopefully everything will go to plan. I got the information via YouTube through the Hornby TV YouTube channel, which has got very detailed instructions on how to program locos to run double headed. So first thing I'm going to do is click on the menu button, just rotate controller 1 until we get the double header option. Select, then you want to create your double header group, and then it asks you what address you want to select for your group. I'm going to select address number 11. So now it's asking for the address of loco number 1. Loco number 1 is going to be 68003 Astute, which is address number 9. Now it's asking me for loco 2, 68008, which is Avenger, which is address number 10. And that should be it. Job done. So now I'm going to get both locos back on the main track and see if that's worked. Okay, now with both locos back on the main layout. I don't have them coupled together yet. I still need to add the coupling onto one end of Avenger. But this is a good opportunity to test the double-headed functionality, as you should move forward together in unison and at the same speed. So now we come back to the controller. You can see I'm using controller number 1. I'll hit the loco button, select address number 11, which is what we've chosen for the group. Now, going back to the layout. And there we have it. Both locos running simultaneously at exactly the same speed.